Hey everyone, I'm Janet. Welcome back. Today's class is a morning energizer for the shoulders. And really, you can do this any time of day. So whenever you need a little oomph and a little bit of openness in the chest, you can revisit this. We're gonna start in Anahatasana, heart melting pose. So knees are underneath the hips, about hip width distance apart. And you're simply gonna take your hands forward and start to melt the chest down. And you'll keep your forearms lifted, so there's activity happening in the upper body. It's not just a full flap, but the head is floating between your arms, knees underneath the hips. And then press down into your inner palms, firm your upper arms in towards your ears, and pull up through the belly and the ribs. So you feel that there's engagement happening. And I want you to breathe through the strength of it all, to find a smooth quality in your breath. Two more breaths. And back away if it's a little bit too much. Just lift up. And then you're slowly going to come forward onto your belly. I always say there's no real sexy way of doing it. Slide the hands back by your ribs. Good. And first lift your shoulder head so your chest is already open, and then you press into your feet, and then you lift your head so the shoulders aren't pulled forward. You open the chest, look forward, neck is long. Lift your hands to hover. Slide your hands back. You guys know I love this hovering stuff. It just lights up the whole back. And if we want to feel more opening in our chest and the front of our shoulders from being pulled forward, we have to strengthen our back. It's what holds us upright. And then release. And press to your knees. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Press down through your inner palm. Wrap the inner thighs back. And again, head is right between your ears, so you're keeping that alignment. You're not kind of pushing too far forward. You need to also be gentle when you work with the shoulders because they're the most mobile joint, most prone to injury, so you keep a sense of strength and containment. Lift onto your toes and just start to walk forward. Good. Grab opposite elbows, let the arms dangle, and roll up. Your chin arrives last, so give yourself time to stack one vertebrae on top of the other. And then this is the work. When you arrive in standing, this is what you're going to focus on throughout class. You take the shoulder heads back in line with the collarbone, so they're not being pulled forward. And same with the skull, you press the skull back, so the back of the skull and the scapula are in the same line. Because what happens is everything in our lives pulls us forward, closes us off. And so we open up, hands to heart, deep breath in, interlace the hands, elbows wide, press the palms forward, round your back. Feel that separation between the shoulder blades, scapula. Lift your arms up, lift, lift, lift. Arms are in line with the ears. And then take the hands behind you. And again, when your hands interlace, draw the shoulders back. Punch the fist down. Lift your chest. Good. And then fold forward. Belly to thighs. Continue to lift your shoulders away from the ears to keep the chest open. And then release your hands all the way down. Step your right foot back. Lower your knee. Take your arms up, interlace your hands like a little basket for the back of your skull, for your head. Wrap the elbows forward, take the elbows up, and then start to lean back. So you start to get this opening armpit, shoulder. Good. Squeeze your right glute, press your right hip forward, lift the elbows more. Deep breath in and a full breath out. And slowly release your hands down, straighten your front leg. Both legs straight. Breathe in, find space and length. Open the inner shoulder and then bow. Another breath in. Pull that left hip crease back. Bend your knee. Plant the hands, step to plank. And in your plank, good, this is that same alignment. Press your skull back. Open the chest. So the back of the skull, scapula, and sacrum are in the same exact line. Spin the heels to the right. Pull the chest forward. We're just warming up the entire shoulder girdle, adding a little twist, which twist is good. Lift the heels over to the left. Pull the chest forward, squeeze your butt. Stamina. Lift the heel, and then as slowly as you can, lower all the way down. Point your toes and lift your chest, cobra. And then lift your legs and reach your arms back. Imagine a block between your hands. Make your fingertips long. Make your toes long. Squeeze your palms in. 3. Lots of back body strength. 2. Good. Hands by the ribs. Press your feet down. Either come into cobra or upward facing dog. Look forward. 2. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And out. Lift your heels. Lift your right leg high. Deep breath in. Lift that left hip crease. Draw your knee to the chest. Step through between the hands. Lower the back knee. Reach your arms up. Interlace your hands. Make that little basket for the skull. Wrap the elbows forward. And then lift your elbows so that it comes from the tip of the shoulder blade, lifting and wrapping around like a cape around your shoulder blades. It lifts you. 3. 2. And 1. Slowly take the elbows wide, circle the arms all the way down, straighten both legs, pull that right hip crease back as your front big toe presses down. Breathe, find space and length. And then breathe out to fold. Again, inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, step forward. And relax your head. Roll up. Chin arrives last. Find those exact points we talked about. Skull back. In front of the shoulders, pull back. Open your collarbones like there's sun shining across your chest, and you just want to soak up all the rays. Hands to the heart. Breathe in. Interlace hands, elbows wide. Exhale, press your palms forward. Round your back and look down. Reach your arms up. Big full body yawn. And then take the hands behind your back and start to fold forward all the way. Good. Release your hands all the way down. Lift up halfway. Feet are hip width distance apart. I want you to bend into your left knee. Press your right thigh back. Take your left hand between your feet or just under your chest. Reach your right arm up. Deep breath in. Good. And then take your right hand behind you. Just a little half bind. And notice if that shoulder pulls forward, open your right chest, firm your right hip in. You can find that left hip crease or just your waistband even. Press the head back in line with the tailbone. You feel a little twist, a little tuck of the chin. Good, and then release. Switch sides. Bend into your right knee. Press your left thigh back. Right hand under the chest. Reach your left arm up. Left thigh presses back. Good, and then spin your palm back. Take your hand behind you. You can find that right hip crease or grab onto your pants. Doesn't matter. And take your left shoulder back in line with your tailbone. Squeeze that left hip in to stretch the left side of your waist. Crack, crack, crack. One more breath here. Release your left arm to the ceiling and then lower your hand all the way down. Breathe in. Halfway lift. And then exhale, step your left foot back, framing your foot. Breathe in. Bend the leg. Exhale to straighten. Bend the knee. Stay here, back thigh lifts, left hand down, right arm up. So we're coming into the twist again. And we're gonna isolate the shoulder now from the torso. So the legs and the torso are in cement. Reach your right hand back, down, forward by the ear, and then all the way back. Down, forward, by the ear. One more, back, and down, forward by the ear. Deep breath in. Let's circle it all the way back, hands to hips. And then you're gonna spin over to the left, parallel the feet. Take the feet back in line with the mat so they're parallel. And left hand down, pull the chest forward, and you keep your right hand level on your lower back. And then start to open your right chest. Pull that right shoulder back. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling if available. And press your head back. Drop that right hip so the pelvis stays level. Lift out of your left shoulder. Side plank arms. One more breath. And then slowly release your hand all the way down. Walk your hands all the way back, top of the mat. And step to plank. Good. From plank, spin both heels over to the left. Squeeze your butt. Good. And then reach your right arm up to the ceiling. You can keep the legs staggered or stacked. Squeeze your butt, roll your top hip forward. Squeeze your legs. Good, take your top arm forward by your ear, get long. Good, circle the hand all the way down. Deep breath in. Good, and then slowly lower all the way down. Good, bring the forearms forward. Good, pull the chest forward. And shrink into your shoulders and then actively press away and lift. Good. Shrink or shrug and then lift. Shrug and then lift. Stay lifted. Good. Slide the hands back by your ribs and lift your legs. Reach your arms back. This time interlace your hands. Punch the fist back. Lift your chest. Great, and this time squeeze your heels to your butt and extend your legs long. Again, squeeze them to your butt and lengthen so the chest stays open. One more, squeeze them in. Try to lift your knees up and lengthen. Hands by the ribs, cobra or upward facing Downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Lift your heels. Lift your left leg high. Deep breath in. And draw your knee to your chest. Step through. Movements of lunge, just one. Breathe in. Good. And straighten. Bend into your knee. Right hand down. Left arm up, but keep that right thigh lifted. Lift the lower belly off of your left thigh. Firm the left knee in. Isolating the shoulder from the torso, you move the arm back and then down, forward by the ear, and then circle it all the way up. 2 more full circles. So notice if you're twisting at all, just try to keep that shoulder getting a little bit more kind of like greasing into your shoulder joint. And reach the arm all the way up. And then bring it to your sacrum. Spin the toes to the right. Right hand underneath the chest, parallel the feet. Hand underneath the chest, pull the chest forward. Lift out of your right shoulder and start to draw that left shoulder back. Notice if you drip into that right hip, keep the right pelvis lifted. Press the head back in line with the tail. And stretch the left hip away from your left ribs. And then left arm to the ceiling if that is there. They're just little layers, so you pick what you need. Listen to your body. Good. Lower your hand back to your sacrum and all the way down. Come all the way back to the top of the mat. All right, and then step to plank. Spin both heels to the right. And then reach your left arm up. And you might keep the feet more stable like this, staggered, or stack. Roll that top hip forward, pull the right hip under, reach your left arm up, deep breath in. Good. And then take your left arm forward by your ear, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Circle it all the way down, deep breath in. And then come all the way down to your belly. Good. Point your toes, hands by the ribs. Lift your chest. Good. Reach your arms back. No interlace. Lift your legs. Squeeze the heels to your butt. You stay here. If you can reach both hands at the same time, grab the feet, flex the feet, and then kick into your hands. Good. Kick into the hands, open the chest. Breathe for 3. Good. Kick. 2. Gaze forward. Neck is long. And slowly release. Good. Just turn your head to one side. Relax your butt. And then just flip onto your back. Flip onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Squeeze your right knee in. Breathe in. And take your left hand to the right knee. Draw it across your body. Press your right shoulder down. Extend through your left leg. Hip, spine, and chest. Get a little bit of love here. Twists are so good after back bending, just to neutralize a little bit. Come back to center. And that extend your right leg long. That left knee's in, deep breath in. And then take the knee across. Left shoulder's down. Back to center. Extend both legs long. Shavasana, just 1 minute. Commit to 1 minute of rest and integration. Let yourself feel the effects of your practice. Taking almost like a little screenshot that you can revisit throughout your day. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Reach your arms behind you, big stretch. Hug your knees to your chest. Roll to the side. And press yourself up. Bring your hands to your heart. And feel your shoulder heads peel back and your chest, sternum to lift. Head presses back. And just maintaining this sense of opening as you go into your day. Bring the thumbs to your forehead. Take a little bow. Namaste. Have a great day. See you soon.